Warthog Princess, and welcome to another Vera Bradley haul. This is a retail haul, and it is 100% new releases from this month. So, without further ado, we'll just dive right in. The first item is, I think it's called the beach blanket, let's see. Yeah, the picnic or beach blanket in Paisley Wave Fish. It comes in a roll style now. Now I do have this item, well, a similar one anyway, it's the same type of thing, in a previous version, and it zipped into a rectangular thing and it had like a carry strap. It's okay, but it was nylon on both sides. This one, actually, in my opinion, is way better, and I haven't even opened it up yet, but the reason I say it's better, one side is reactive, which means it's waterproof, and that's great. And I think that'll be a little more durable than nylon and nylon. And the other side is like a nylon in a different print. So it's softer. So, you put your whichever side up that you want. I know what I would do, but anyways. So it rolls up, and what it does is this end Velcros onto itself. Now, I'm not a huge fan of, I like Velcro just fine. It's great, but I generally don't like it because this is going to pick up fuzz and things like that because this is a utility blanket. Well, anyways, I think it'll be great. But it comes with, let me roll it back up for just a second, several carriage options, right? So it has this one handle that's sewn on this flat piece on the end, so you can carry it around, like that. But it also has these straps, which are sewn on, and so you do have to roll it up properly in order for it to have the proper strap set up here, but these are great. So now you can carry it like this, you can put it over your shoulder, you can wear it as a backpack. This was really smart. I really like what they did with this. Never mind my uncoordinatedness this morning. But there you go. So anyways, lots of options, and I really, really like that. Okay, so when you open this up, let's see, so it looks like it's folded in thirds, kind of. Wow, it's quite big, actually. Okay, so this piece is a flat piece in the middle, so you do kind of have to fold it back to itself. It's pretty big. I'm actually impressed with the size. And there's the fishes. Isn't it so fun with the fishies? Okay, and the other side is your nylon side, and it is quilted, but there's no real padding. It's not really a padded blanket. It's more for a ground cover. And on this side, you only have that one type of fish, but the fun stripes on there too. So there you go. And I will fold this up again later. But yeah, so that's gonna be great. Yeah. Okay, then I got the lotion bag. Now I do have a couple of these already, but I still have water on the brain, and I really, really need to get out and travel and exceed the four walls of my environment and see the world again. This COVID thing is just cramping my style. But anyway, eventually we will, and even at home I have one of these type bags that actually has like all my different kinds of sunscreen in there, so that if I'm going to the pool or whatever, I know where everything's at. It's in one. Now I have a couple others in the fishy stuff, but these are really great. They're great for at home storing things. They're great for traveling. They're great for pool. They're great for beach, whatever. And it doesn't have to have anything to do with the water. You can use them for other things. Like, I personally think this is a great storage vessel for scrunchies. Like if you have a little girl or yourself, maybe like me, that has a lot of that kind of thing, you can put them in here, and it's clear yet decorative, so you can actually see mostly what's in the bag and where it's at, and you can kind of reach in there and grab them. Anyways, that's just my thinking. But it is really fun, fishy pattern, and it's kind of a pale blue clear plastic. So I got that, and then I also got the Beach Cosmetic, which is just the same plastic in a different form. And I would say it's in between a medium and large cosmetic, more probably towards the medium size. But again, this is Paisley Wave Fish, the same as the Reactive pattern. So there you go. And I think these are, because they're like painted or printed, I think they're identical every time. I don't think you get a different pattern placement on these. I don't know that for a fact, but that's my thinking, probably. because even front and back on this looks identical to itself. So there you go. Either that or I got really lucky. Well, I don't think I got that lucky, but anyway, so it's just it's a plastic thing. It's clear. And again, you can use it for so many things. Yeah. And then let's drop into the stationery realm for a second. I got 3 different items. I got the spiral Jotter set. You can see that. And it comes in the 2 different sizes. So you have the smaller one and the larger one. And this is in Paisley Wave, it says. Now, I don't know. Paisley Wave Fish on all the Reactive, and this is the same as the Reactive, but yet it's Paisley Wave. I don't know what they're doing with the names, really, honestly. But 75 sheets each. And I just find these are really great for, like, specifically I use them when I'm cruising. The only other set I have of these, I think, is the Springtide Navy, which was a nautical type thing and underwater in the navy blue. And I just, like, running around the ship or whatever, and I write things down, or you're always trying to do something or scoring a card game or whatever. So anyways, they're great. And even when you're not cruising, they're great in a purse or a backpack or whatever. I always have a notebook somewhere. Speaking of notebooks, journal with pen. I love this little setup here for a few different reasons. It's a great size for a purse, but it's big enough you can actually write something substantial if you needed to. This has lined pages, and it comes with a little silver pen that stores right in its own little binding here. So it's kind of this all-encompassed little kit here. It doesn't say how many pages. Okay, that's fine. But it's you know, like a soft bound. It's a cardboard type cover. It has a ribbon page marker, and it has the elastic closure that you can flip it around. So you could put all your little sticky notes in there. Like, I'm always writing little notes, and I end up with a stack of stickies. But if you put them all in here, at least they're staying together, and then you can come back and put them in your to-do book or whatever it is that you're doing. But anyways, I really am loving the little fishies. And on the same note, the mini notebook with pocket. This one has 160 college ruled pages, and the inside cover of it has like a pocket on there. That's what the pocket part comes from. So this is the Paisley Wave pattern. This is the cotton pattern that has all the Paisleys in it. And you can see that relative to the Paisley Wave Fish, which is the Reactive pattern. Although, like I said, these are both listed on their tags as Paisley Wave. But this is really the fish pattern. Paisley Wave Fish and Paisley Wave. So there you go, cotton Reactive. And I could tell you, I think this is nice, but I think it's a little cluttered and muted just because there's 2 similar colors, and it's, I don't know. I like it, I do, but I like this better. I'm all about the fishies. Fishies and turtles and seashells and whatever. Okay, that being said, I did get a couple items in each at least. Well, I got more than a couple items, but anyway. This is the Deluxe Zip ID in the Paisley Wave. This, I got to pick the pattern placement from what was available. Sadly, none of them were that great. There was one that had the perfect, like perfectly centered, the little hermit crab, which I find ironic because hermit crabs are like amphibious or whatever, but they're like, they don't live in the ocean. Why are they in the middle of the water scene with all the fish? I don't know. But there are crabs that are like hermit crabs, and anyways, so it's not crazy. But my dealer, my dealer for my addiction, Diane, she ended up getting that one, which I'm so happy because she just adores that little crab. And I just was not super keen on the crab, so I skipped on it, and I got the one that had the most balance, and it had some colors. It had the fishies, and it had a little bit of the paisley, and this is what I really liked. I liked the little pearl. Yeah, because I don't know, I think you have to get lucky to get that little tidbit in your pattern, and I don't even see it on the blanket, and I haven't seen it on any of these other pieces, so I don't know, I thought that was kind of special. So I got the Deluxe Zip ID, which of course I'm a fan of. It has the loop on the end. It has the zip pocket on this side, which has 2 compartments in it, just like regular Zip ID. And so you have your divider there with 2 sides. But then on the Deluxe one, it has this snap out, and so you have double clear, so you can put 2 different clear IDs. Like for me, I would put my driver's license and my military ID. And then yeah, because even when I'm retired, if you're not familiar, you still have an identification card. And it's government ID, so it's helpful. But anyways, and then you have 2 card slots, which of course you can put more than 2 cards into. And there you go. But pattern-wise, I'm like, okay, it's pretty, it's colors. I really didn't get, I mean, I got a couple little fishies on here. So I have a little fishy right there and a little part of a fishy right there. But it's okay. I mean, it gives that, you know. And then when you close it up, you actually got a little bit of the fish on the front here. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. So we got that. And then let's go with this. I got the fitted mask because I prefer the fitted ones. I do like the pleated ones. I like, especially they have that nose piece that's adjustable. But I have now quite a nice assortment of fish, water, and nautical type masks for when I finally can hit the high seas again. Yay! Because it will happen eventually, and it will be safe and smart and whatever. And until then, I won't go, but it will happen. So let's just open this up. It's just paper. Oh yeah, made in China. Which I'm not real happy about, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see what kind of pattern placement we got. Yeah, it's okay. So this is the Paisley Wave, so it is the cotton version of the pattern. I do have a mix. I have some fishies. I have some, do I have shells on here? Yeah, well, I got a big part of the hermit crab. I call it hermit crab. It's probably called something else. But anyways, I got some fish. I got some paisleys. I got some good color variations. And I do have, I'm happy with it actually overall. So yay, that's going to go in my cruise pile. Then, since we're talking about things you wear, I love socks. Okay, now funny because I live in Arizona, I mostly don't even wear shoes for a good part of the year. But I got these in the other pattern that came out previous, and I really like them. They're a good fit, a good comfort, and the no-show socks I wear quite a little bit. But this is in the fishies as well. So if you were to look at the top of the foot, that's kind of what you're looking at. So you got a mix of the fish and paisleys. On the bottom of the foot, I have the little school of fish, and then it says Vera Bradley across the ball of the foot there. But of course, they store flat like this. So there you go. And they're both the same. They are identical, so there's no left and right or variation there. But then I also got the crew socks, and same pattern. But let's see, these are a little bit different. They're like a thicker material. They're not quite, I mean, you would think they'd be the same. They're kind of the same. Yeah, I guess they're the same. It just has more sewing on it. Okay, so top view of this one, you got a bunch of the fishies. And I don't even know what this thing is, like paisley-ish tree thing. More fishies. Fishies, and then Vera Bradley on the bottom of the foot again. So anyway, not the best show item because you can't really see all the bits of it. But I do like the colors of them. It's a fun, like teal, yeah, aquamarine. Yeah, good stuff. Then, speaking of blues and teals, all right, so I've got 2 medium cosmetics. I got one in the Paisley Wave, and I got one in the Seashore Blue. Sorry, Seashore Blue. So this is a microfiber medium cosmetic, and this is the cotton one. Speaking of cotton and Vera Bradley, you know, I've heard a rumor that Vera Bradley is going to do away with 100% cotton, and they're going to go to a modified recycled cotton where they're going to take old cotton that's I don't know what, do something to it, and weave it in with new cotton. I don't really get the point. It's supposed to be sustainable, but I don't know. I mean, I hope they're not doing it already because I don't know. Anyways, I have mixed feelings on it. I'm all about the environment, but I don't like to be forced into that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm open-minded, but only cautiously optimistic on this one. But for now, I'm looking at this, and the cottons, you know, they change texture over time. So I don't know. I mean, it feels normal so far. But this one, pattern placement on the front, I do have, you know, I got this jellyfish, and I got a shell, and I got some of the other stuff, so it's okay on the front. But I'm really happy with the back because it got a lot of the colors. I got shells and fish and fun. I think this is one of those patterns where your placement can really affect the look of the item, like for symmetry, for color variations, for your favorite critter, whatever that might be, or your favorite Paisley. You know, like I did have an option. I think there was one that was more of the Paisleys. On these patterns, I've chosen to go more fish heavy versus the Paisley pieces because the Paisleys will be there, but I wanted more of the variety and the spice of it. Yeah. But okay, so this is kind of like Bahama Bay, but it's a little bit paler, I think. I don't actually have any of that next to me, but you can see, of course, the two together, the colors. So they are coordinating, but it's not a perfect match. I find that interesting, though, because we've had so many different microfibers in this color or very close to this color with Bahama Bay and some other ones. I don't even remember all the names of them. I kind of would have thought they would have come out in one of these colors, like this color of teal, perhaps. That would have been quite nice, and it would have coordinated much better, in my opinion. Or even this light, you know, teal / mint green one, because then that would have been, I mean, maybe that's too close. I kind of like this color better, actually, anyways. So I'm surprised that they went with a darker bluer instead of this. Anyways, that's just my thoughts. But I like them. Let's look at the insides. So the inside of the Paisley Wave is Paisley Wave, essentially. So you just get different bits of the pattern placement, and it's a nice clear plastic, so you really can see it, which I really like that. I prefer that over like the milky white ones and stuff, the old stuff. And the Seashore Blue has a white with black, so it's like an sketched florals, which is kind of nice, but actually because the thread is that teal color, you actually can see the blue on the quilting, which actually I kind of like. Like when I look at it, it catches your eye, and normally I wouldn't want the diamonds all over my interior design per se, but I think it's a nice highlight on this black and white on the insides. So anyway, I kind of like it. But it's just pretty florals, and I know you can't see that really well because reflections and whatnot. But there you go. Okay, so, yeah. Then the next item, I got the drink hugger. I have an RV, so these will always get used, and I actually have 3 of them now over different patterns, and they're all nautical water type things. Because I thought, you know, when I take my water bottles, and I have the big ones and I keep them in the car, but they all bang around. So I bought the wine slaves from, was it Stephanie Dawn or Cinda B? No, I've forgotten. Anyways, I love the wine slaves. But sometimes you don't want that big old thing, and you just want something to not bang them together. So I have a plan, and I haven't actually done it yet because I haven't gone anywhere for over a year now, which sucks. But I was going to cut the bottom edge off, so then I just have a sleeve, and I could put it on, and then they wouldn't bang together. But they also would be decorative, because they're just a solid color. But anyway, I haven't cut them. I might use them just as they are, as a normal can or bottle, koozie kind of thing. But yeah, so it's fishies, and it says feeling beachy, and there's fishies on the back too. Right along with the theme. Then I got the Clamshell Sunglass case. And this is also Paisley Wave, so it is still the cotton. It's my last cotton item, actually, because we're about to go into the reactive zone. But yeah, so it has some of the Paisleys on the top. And it has the flowers. And again, I don't know, like, that's not a normal underwater thing. So I find it interesting, the dichotomy of the pattern elements. But there is a fishy on the corner. So on the front, it's mostly like the Paisley part of the pattern, and on the back, it has more of the fishies. But then there's another flower, a different flower. So I don't know. I like it. It's just, you know, my brain has to wrap around, okay, this is not logical, but okay. So now into the reactive zone. Okay, Paisley Wave is the cotton, Paisley Wave fish is the reactive. And relative wise, that makes sense because it does have a lot more fish. But this is the reactive mini sling in Paisley Wave Fish. And it's a mini sling just like all of the ones we've seen before. It has the seatbelt strap bottom, and it has the 2 pieces. So if you need it longer or shorter, you can remove that section and you can use it just like that. And this can also be a belt bag because its size and shape lends itself well to that. And so you just turn it this way, and it's not a perfectly straight strap, but it fits very nicely as a belt bag. And the pockets are aligned in such a way that it actually functions quite well as well. You have a plastic loop here, so if you're using it as a sling or whatever, you can put a keychain, a hand sanitizer, a water bottle, whatever. You can hook things on. And then it has the chunky zippers because it's reactive. You have your main pocket, and inside of this item is like a blue color. It's almost like a periwinkle, honestly. It's almost like a purpley blue. Yeah, I don't know. I like it though. Well, it's purpley to me. It's to me almost more purpley than blue, but it's a nice color. It's not super dark, so you can actually see everything. But you can see this little bag holds a lot more than you might think it would. And the front pocket is a diagonal zip around, and it too has its own gusset, so it's as thick as the bottom almost. But it's a great size for little things like, hey, little notebook. You know, I don't know if the big one will fit in here. It does, in fact, fit, although it's not quite. The corner is just a wee bit large. I mean, it will fit and I can zip it, but it's too tight. But the small one fits perfectly inside there. And the journal with pen is going to be too big for this pocket, but would be great with this bag. Okay, so you have your front two zippers, and then there is another zipper pocket on the back, and it's just straight across, and it is a big pocket. It goes from here all the way to here, so there you go. And this one is a regular nylon zipper. The other two are chunky zippers. Not sure why. And it's like the inside out style, which is fine, actually. It's nice and smooth. It's not quite hidden, but there you go. Okay. Stay in the pile. Okay. Then I got the cooler backpack because I actually like this item. And I haven't hardly used them because, like I said, I haven't really gone anywhere, but they work great in your, like a car bag because they're insulated. So you can use it for that. It doesn't have to be used as a cooler. It can be used as a regular bag. And here are the reasons I say that. One, because the pockets and organization, the size and structure, and just the way it is aligned, it's great. And if you're not using the cooler element of it, so what? It's there and you don't need it, that's fine. But it's padded, so that's nice. And it's comfortable. And it has like this doctor bag opening. So let's start there. You have the chunky zipper and up and around, and it is a framed top. It is a metal thing in there that goes around, and that gives you that big opening. So you can really access the inside of the bag, which is great, because if you have it as a cooler and you want to dig down in there, but look at that, you get quite a bit of size. I would compare this to the Via 2-ish. And we will do a video side by side, but not today. Obviously they're different, but they have enough similarity. I would put them in the same category for sure. Not just because of the doctor opening there. But okay, chunky zipper. And because it's a cooler bag, there is no organization on the inside. But sometimes I like a bag that's simple like that because I have so many pouches and pouch love and cosmetics and other accessory pieces and the lotion bag and the beach cosmetic. And those things will go in here and it'll be super organized. I like that it's that slicky clear, no nothing. It's not clear plastic, it's white, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. So on here you also have carriage option. You have the two straps. Now this is a little bit odd, not in a bad way, but just noticing the way that they sewed it because it is a backpack and they have the seam up here. I guess it's simplicity of construction. This strap is shorter than the other strap, which is sewn down here. Now, it's just me. I'm all about symmetry and things. So for me, I would have sewn that up here and had that, like, just continue it up and tack it there. So now they're the same height at the same height. Like, why? I don't know. Anyways, it's secure and it's a nice strap, and there you go. So you have the fold where the hands grab, and that feels comfortable. Then here you have one big pocket on the front. It does have matched pockets. You have a skinny one and then a wide one, but this pocket has a good amount of space to it. So for example, I could easily fit probably a Be Quick in here or a Be Set. All of the set pieces would fit in this pocket as well. So if you're a GGB fan, that is a bonus as well. On the sides, you have these bottle pockets. They are fine. They fit all the normal bottles. And the one side has a zipper as well. So probably if I put my chunky keys in that zipper pocket or something, then I might not be able to use that bottle pocket to its full capacity. And that's okay because there are two of them. So depending on how you're going to pack your bag and what you're putting where, it affects because of shared space. So that's something to consider. And then on the back, there's another zipper pocket right here. Again, it's not totally hidden, but it is a more subdued profile to it, and it's the reverse zipper, just like on the mini Sling, that back zipper. And this pocket is very large. It actually goes all the way across from here to here. So it's a big pocket across the middle. And it is lined with that same, just like the Sling, the blue nylon. Yeah, and the straps themselves on the backpack part of it, they are padded and they are reactive, and then they have that seatbelt reinforcement down there. I think that's smart, and it gives it a nice color profile. They have plastic fittings, which is fine on a bag like this, and it has the nice adjustable things on there. So if we were to put this on, I'm just going to put it to a big setting because who knows. But you can put it on, and it's a comfortable size. But because that other strap isn't tacked up higher, it hangs way down. So, I don't know. I kind of don't like the look of that, but honestly, it's not going to stop me from using the bag. You could flip this one, not really on the back, because then it's just going to sit on top of there, so it will hang that way. Oops. The tag caught on my beads. All right. This is done. We're done with this one. So just zip that around and put it in the pile. And then I have two more items. One, I got the Hipster, the Reactive Hipster. I like the Reactive Hipsters because they are a slouchy bag. It is kind of hobo-esque in a way because it's slouchy and it's just simple. But again, because I have my pouches and I'm having fun with the fish, the pretty design. I like the colors. I think it could have more variation in the colors, honestly, because like all these shells are not all the same colors, just in a different format, and those aren't going to match the fish perfectly. I mean, so I think there could have been more, but I like the purples, and I generally just like it. And even you can see really well on this piece the textured water behind it. So it's not just a simple one, monochromatic blue background. You have the textured water, so it actually looks more like underwater. I think that's cool. And they have done that in the past, but it's a little more distinct on this one. So, yeah, I just think more colors would have been fun. But I like it. And it is a seatbelt strap. It's reactive, so there are things I like and dislike about it. But has a side zipper pocket. It's the same type we've been talking about. It's that subdued reversed one. There's your interior. And this pocket is about 1/2 of the bag. So my fingers go to right there. So just a little more than a half. But it's kind of most of this side of the pocket. So that's, a great place to put things. On the front is totally slick. There's no pockets at all. You just have your rubber decal there with your Bradley on it. Then on the back, you have a zipper pocket. So you can leave it unzipped if you so choose, but it's a zipper pocket. And there's no organization in it, but it's a nice big pocket. It covers the whole back panel. And zips, and this too is that reversed nylon zipper there. So it's not a chunky zipper, that's fine. No druthers either way on this. But the top one is a chunky zipper, which is fine too. And inside here, you have a privacy pocket with a zipper, and then you have 2 mesh pockets on the other side with elastic on top. And that is actually just right amount of organization for this bag because I use pouches and whatnot. So it's not a huge bag. It's kind of a slim profile, but I have done a what's in my bag with this type in my heather gray one, I think it was. So I'll put that link right here for you in case you want to go see. But when you fill it up, what's going to happen, because it is very slouchy, but it holds a ton more than you think, and it just kind of fattens out. The only problem with it is it may or may not, depending on how you pack it, it may or may not stand on its own because it has no structure. It's very, very slouchy. I mean, it's, you know, so how you pack it, and because it doesn't have a big wide flat bottom, if you did pack it on a nice slim trim thing, it's only gonna flop over. If you pack it like I packed it before, it did kind of stand because I made it so full of stuff that it kind of had a wide base and it stood on its own based on what was inside of it. But yeah, you get the idea. It's a slouchy bag, and that's actually what I like about it. The one thing that I really don't like about it is the strap. Now the strap is fine in general. I don't have a problem with it. It's a slicky nylon seatbelt type thing. That's fine. Where I don't like it is because I wear this bag crossbody and because I'm going to weigh it down a bit because I overpack things and whatever. But the edge of it, it's not like sharp, but I have a sensitive neck, I guess. And so that, like, it rubs on your neck and it's not comfortable. So when I wear this, I would say two things. One, you can get like one of those little neoprene sleeve things that you use for a suitcase handle. You could put that on here to give yourself that little edge coated. Or oftentimes I'll just take my shirt that I'm wearing and flip it under the strap so the strap's not directly against my skin and it doesn't irritate me so much that way because it just kind of cuts into your neck. That's the only thing. There is one more feature we didn't talk about. It has a loop on the side, just kind of a loop just hanging there. It's plastic, but that is where I hang my hand sanitizer. You can hang other things there too, bag charms, keychain, whatever. And it's only on the one side, not on both. So you have your zipper pocket on one side and your loop on the other. But I don't know, it's a fun little bag. I'm not gonna like buy a whole ton of them. I have 3 of them now. I think that's more than enough. But they're all different. Okay, and the last item is the Drawstring Family Tote. Yeah, because these are great for so many things. I use bags like this one and the large family tote, which I did order in just this weekend on the sale. But because that one is bigger, but I use these bags, one because, you know, pool, either my own pool, grab a bunch of stuff and take it out to the pool in the backyard and don't have to come in and out. Or I'll pack up a bunch of stuff and go to a friend's house and swim with them. And so it's great for that kind of thing. Obviously great for beaches, lake trip, boating, whatever, or just anything. They are just big totes. So they are waterproof because it is reactive and you have that reactive fish pattern, so Paisley wave fish. But they're also great for beach specifically. And the reason I say that is because the whole drawstring part of it. So you have your big tote straps and then you have this mesh drawstring part. And what it does is a couple of things. One, when you're using the bag, if you have it packed a little extra full or you want things not to just fall out the top, then you just take this drawstring part and cinch it down. So that's your closure on the top of the bag there. So it will keep things in the bag. The other part of it is if you take that and let's say you've been at the beach and all your stuff is a little sandy, so you can just tie this up however you want. I'm just going to tie it in a bow here, for example. You tie it up and then you just shake the bag upside down and your stuff stays in, but most of the sand will come out. And so I think that's the purpose of it. But I just tend to use it more as a overflow control or just keeping your stuff in your bag. It would keep, you know, if you're in an environment where there's a lot of pickpockets and stuff, it would make it harder for people just to reach in your bag when you're not paying attention and take things out of it. So there's that. But it is quite a large bag, which is why I use it to go back and forth to my friend's house to do crafting. So I'll just throw a bunch of stuff in here and it is perfect for that. But look at how big it is. It holds a ton. Inside you have really just one pocket. And it's not really an interior pocket. You can see the pocket there, but it's actually a top entry pocket. And so it's like that hidden pocket, which is great for phones or keys or a wallet maybe, whatever. I think I put my phone there and then my wallet and keys in the front. Just fold that back down. So storage-wise, you know, you just pinch the bottom. It stores very, very flat, which is great because I have several of them. They stack really nicely together. On the outside, you do have the one pocket with the chunky zipper. And that's tag is stuck in it. There we go. Chunky zipper, but it's a big pocket. And this is like that rubberized interior. So it's waterproof outside, waterproof inside. And the entire bag is structured like that. So you can see right here, it's very, very robust waterproofedness inside and out. Yeah. Tuck these tags back in here. Yeah, so really it's just a love of water and fish and fun. So fun colors, it's to me very springy colors, like the whole coral and teal thing going on with a few other colors tied in. But yeah, so there you go. Drawstring family tote. So I did order a few more items, which will come, and then I'll be on a break for a while. But I think there's some great patterns coming this year for Vera, and we'll see them as they come. I don't know. But I've seen some samples of them through the insider surveys. Can't show those or share those, but you know, just you never know when we get those surveys what's coming or what's not coming. But we just give our opinions on them, and whatever comes of it, comes of it. So yeah, even if I told you, it wouldn't necessarily be what it is. But yeah. So that is all for this haul. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope you had a great weekend and your week is off to a splendid start. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep washing your hands. Bye for now.